Hey Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's in store for your November 2023 money, career, and business life? I'm going to dive in with the tarot. We'll talk a little astrology. We'll find out. So keep watching. So Libra, welcome to the channel, or welcome back, as the case may be. So good to see you here. My sincerest apologies that this reading is a little late in getting to you. I have been dealing with a very difficult family health situation that has required my presence. So I have had less time to film readings. Now I'm still, of course, very committed to my channel. But, things may be a little late sometimes over the next few weeks. So thank you so much for your patience. So Libra, let's discuss your money first and how wonderful it is that as of today, November 8th, your ruling planet has entered your sign. So that is good news. Whenever Venus transits our own sign, we are feeling the love. But it's doubly important for you because it's your ruling planet. So you may find that finally things start to flow a little smoother for you in terms of gifts and goodies and people seeking you out and, manifesting money, that type of thing. Now, of course, the South Node is still transiting through your sign. She will be meeting up with Venus later in November. So I don't have that date at my fingertips, but, you do want to keep an eye on your money. Right? You don't want to have any unnecessary expenditures. There may be the release of some sort of financial obligation more toward the end of November. When Venus, your ruling planet, conjuncts the South Node, there could be a karmic, wrap up with some sort of financial situation. Perhaps as associated with a shift in your identity in some way. Okay? So that's interesting. We also have a new moon in Scorpio happening on November. Let me look at my cheat sheet. On the 13th at 20 degrees Scorpio. This is your second house of money. I will be doing a separate video on that, uploaded to the channel shortly. So keep an eye on that. That is a time to set some fresh intentions for your money life. Okay, we also have your third house of communications and marketing being activated, especially after November 22nd, when the sun enters Sagittarius, your third house, and Mercury and Mars will also be there. So there could be a lot of errands and different things that you're going to be doing to promote yourself, to network with other people. There could be a lot of responsibilities at work. Your daily life, the things could really pick up, especially if you have some sort of job that involves movement and travel. Right? Like if, you go to different, like if you're in sales, especially, you go to different places to connect with people, that type of thing. There could be a lot of that happening, but you could have a job in some other capacity where there's a lot of meeting, greeting, traveling, networking, that type of thing. All right, so let's see what we need to know about your money life first, and then we'll pull some cards about your career. So let's see what we got. Libras. We have the Three of Coins, and we have the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, the King of Coins, and the Faith card, the Hierophant. All right. Which is Taurus energy, the co-ruler. Well, he also, Taurus is associated with Venus. Venus is Taurus's ruler as well. All right. And Taurus is your 8th house of other people's money. And we have the number 8 over here with the Leo. Okay, this is what I feel. Some of you, what may be going on with your financial life, I'll read this a couple different ways. There may be a plan afoot for you to get some new wheels, okay, with the Chariot showing up here, which is associated with driving. Now, third house, which I said is going to be activated, and after November 22nd with Mars and Mercury there and the sun in Sagittarius, your third house. Third house can also rule transportation. So there could be something going on with you focused on financing and having different options and making some sort of financial commitment in terms of new wheels for yourself. Now, when I say new, that could just be a new used vehicle. It doesn't matter. Okay, so if you are in the market for a vehicle, this seems to be the month to do your homework and do your research. Okay, with these energies showing up here, you could get a good deal with this Three of Coins, King of Coins showing up here. You could. It's very possible. If you're going to buy a vehicle, it is advised that you buy it this month. You do not want to be buying it when Mercury goes retrograde in the middle of December. So keep alert to those timings. I believe Mercury goes retrograde in Capricorn on the 13th of December. So just keep all of that in mind. Others of you, what may be happening, especially if you are marketing yourself, or you're reaching out, like I said, you travel around to a lot of different clients. You have some sort of job where you're like meeting and greeting. You could be also going to a lot of like fairs, like festivals. A lot of people do that this time of year, holiday craft fairs and things like that. If you're doing those types of things, you could have a lot of success in going on the road. There could be a lot of success, and there could be some sort of new opportunity for you through other people's money. They may invite you to other events that could be very financially lucrative for you. So I feel like some of you, in terms of your finances, especially with this third house activated, you got to get out of the house. Okay, whatever this is your time to be out and about. You're going to meet at least one, but possibly several powerful people who could help you in some way. You could benefit through another person's resources. That's that Taurus energy that's coming up over here. And benefiting from those people's resources could help propel you in a very exciting new financial direction of success. So they could put an opportunity your way. They could introduce you to somebody else who could give you an opportunity. So this is a time to absolutely be out and about. It could be very favorable for your financial plans that you have for your future. This is an excellent energy. The Cancer energy, that's your 10th house of career also. It's the Cancer energy. So we got good energies coming out here, Libra. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize I left the phone on. My apologies. But this is great energy for you to make exciting forward progress in your career. Of course, we'll pull some cards for that, but in terms of, this is the money portion of our reading. In terms of you having options, you don't have to take the first thing either, Libra. Libras, my apologies for that very rude interruption. Okay, let's see what we have going on for your career life. Let's pull a card from this Oracle deck, Libras, and then we'll clarify with the Tarot. Libras. We have a clever ploy. Oh, what is this all about? Set up your game. Outwit them, negotiate wise tactics and behind the scenes. Alrighty. I can't tell if this is a fox or some other creature. It looks a little foxy. Okay. So there may be some interesting things going on behind the scenes with your work life. If this is a fox, this is about strategy. So, outwit them, negotiate wise tactics behind the scenes. As I said, with the South Node and Venus getting set to conjunct at the end of November in your sign and in your first house of the self, there may be some sort of change, wrap up, challenge to your identity, which includes what you may be doing for work. So it's important for you to be strategic about whatever goes down with that particular energy. Okay, so it could be that, you get offered, you wrap up one situation at work, they're going to give you a promotion. You have to have a clever ploy to negotiate and perhaps get more money. right? Or if you've been on the job hunt and you get offered something else at another company, having that cleverness to be discreet and, get all your situations lined up before you give your notice. It's like these types of situations. Okay? There could be something going on behind the scenes. I feel like you're going to be one step ahead of everybody else, though. But there is something here to keep your wits about yourself when it comes to, especially those of you, remember it's a general reading, those of you who are facing, maybe you've heard some gossip or you feel like there may be something wrapping up behind the scenes. There may be some shifts or changes or maybe even some redundancies that may be going on. I feel you're going to be one step ahead, though. Okay, but let's see what we need to know about that. You got to outwit them. This is a time for dedicated self-interest. And even if it's not about a job, it could be also with, clients you're dealing with, if you have a business negotiation that you're dealing with. The North Node is in your 7th house, Aries. Okay, so this may involve some other people, but if there is a negotiation that involves other people, this is not either a time for you to just put your own needs on the back burner. You have to be clever to also get your own needs met in some way with this career situation. And it is always about striking the balance, too. We have the Star. And we have the 5 of Cups. And we have the 8 of Wands. All right, this is what I feel. I think somebody's going to be kicking themselves in the pants that they didn't treat you better at work. I feel that some of you are reluctantly moving on from some sort of career situation. I say reluctantly in the sense that it's nostalgic and poignant, and there may be some tinges of regrets that something didn't work out over here, but you are heading to something so much better. And this is the second time we have had this 8 of Wands show up in your reading. This is the 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams for you. And we have the gorgeous Star card, your 5th house of the entrepreneur and creativity. And for me, a very beautiful card of fame and destiny and heading toward something so much better. But this is it. Now, you could be feeling a little like this, like, why didn't they appreciate what I did for them? But, oh well, I'm out of here. And especially because that Venus is going to be conjunct the South Node in your 1st house of the self. You are moving on to greener pastures. But the thing is, there has to be some strategy involved with it. We're clarifying this card. Okay, so wise tactics. I would not suggest burning this bridge. Even if you end up moving on and leaving to something better, don't burn the bridge. Now, you're not usually one to do that. You tend to be conciliatory and friendly and, you know how you are, okay? So I probably don't have to tell you that unless you have maybe strong Scorpio or Aries in your chart. Then you might burn a bridge, but don't burn this particular bridge. And also, too, if you have some regrets and complaints, keep them to yourself. All right, just keep them private to you. But I feel like the universe is bringing you some gorgeous new direction that you're going to be going. Now, this has to do with your personal evolution. Okay, when the South Node transits through our 1st house, check out my North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra video. I made it quite a few months ago. It's on the channel. Like, when the South Node is in our 1st house, it can bring about a radical shift in our identity, in that we must let go of stuff that is not going to serve our personal evolution. And because your ruling planet is in that 1st house and gonna meet up with the South Node, this can be some sort of radical shifting of direction for a bigger, brighter, beautiful destiny ahead for you. But not all change is just all la la la, right? Sometimes there's a 5 of Cups going on. That's the nature of life. Even if it's a happy change, which this looks to me, there may be still a little bit of regrets. I feel also some of you, because the 8 of Wands is here, this may happen rather quickly also. Like just all of a sudden the ball is in motion, and you've got to be strategic in how you deliver certain news to people. So just keep that in mind as well. And of course, the 8 showing up. I'm filming this on the 8th. This is the day that Libra, that Venus is going into your sign, Libra. I really feel this is also all's well that ends well type of situation. You may also have just a little regrets here with this 5 of Cups and how quickly the situation does change. You may not have necessarily a lot of time to process it. But again, I'm not feeling that it's anything negative. You're going to land on your feet. But just have some strategy in terms of how you're going to deal with other people's reactions to whatever this change is also that may be coming for you as well. So, but this is, you're taking off to, new directions here. And it can have something to do with the money that we were just looking at, because we're getting energy that's repeating. So some of you absolutely are making, with this financial stuff, you're making the choice to move on to something better because of the finances involved also. Like, you know that you deserve more. So some of you may be even making some sort of career shift, possibly a promotion. It's not going to be a lateral move. You're moving up because of this Star card. But others of you may be entirely changing careers because the one that you're currently in is not paying you enough. So you may be shifting and going to, somebody's, whoever's company that you're going to be committed to next with the Hierophant here. They take care of their people with this King of Pentacles Hierophant, toward the Taurus energy. They take care of their people. So that could be on the cards for you as well. But this could also be around you, other people regretting that, they did not keep you on. If you have your own business, there could be something coming in here where maybe there's going to be a bigger client with that King of Pentacles that we had. And you're going to have to tell maybe a client you've been dealing with thus far, or, whatever, apply the energies to your life where, I'm sorry, but our association has to come to an end now. But you're going to have to deal with them strategically. So you, again, don't burn a bridge, but you are going to move on to something another client that's going to pay you more, going to maybe treat you better, and bring maybe a lot more work your way. That's another possibility. So this is very interesting. Sometimes it has to happen fast for us to make the change. Sometimes when the universe gives us too much time, too much leeway, too much rope, and I don't mean just for you, Libra, I mean really for anybody. Sometimes we don't make the change, or we, it's just kind of like, whatever. But sometimes when it happens fast, like, we have no choice but to roll with it. You're rolling with it. And I think you're going to be happy with how things are going to play out. But especially if the South Node is involved, which it is here, and your ruling planet, there's likely some sort of coming to an inevitable crossroads conclusion, point of no return situation where, boom, I got to do this. I got to make this move now. All right, because the universe brings that to you. You cannot fight that South Node, that South Node transit. If something's meant to go in order to empower you, the star, onto a better, brighter evolution, the universe will remove it with that South Node. Okay, but it's not a time to get stuck in a 5 of Cups and be like, oh, woe is me, what am I going to do? It's like, roll with it, 8 of Wands, go for it, see where, the universe lands you, so to speak. But you're going to have a lot more options. But there could be something, again, you cannot hold on to any longer in regards to a career situation. And let's see how that plays out for you. Remember, everybody has different circumstances. These are energies to be aware of, and of course, to work with and use them as they apply to your personal situation. Libras, we love you guys. Thank you so much for your patience. It is very, very much appreciated. Stay tuned to the channel. We're going to be having our new moon in Scorpio video uploaded shortly. And you're going to want to watch that because, of course, it is about setting new intentions in your second house of money. Love you guys. Take care. Ariel and I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.